Welcome to Silver Finals. Osa, how are you?
Quite well. Quite cozy.
I like your hat.
Thank you. It's a one-on-one.
Is it designer?
Yeah, Coachella.
Damn. I didn't know SeaBATTLE had that kind of collab money.
Yeah, man.
All right, who do we got up?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I know we have TNT. I saw TNT tags.
They just threw me on here. I don't know.
Don't worry, they did that to me too. I believe. Is that up to date?
You gotta make room for my hats.
I'm surprised none of them fell off. That's impressive.
Thank you. Are we? Is it
It's purple finals.
What is purple? Oh, I should know this. Wait a minute.
Purple is silver.
Is that Saturday night No.
Speedle just went to Top Gut through Redemption.
We love Speedle.
We love Speedle.
Digital Squids and
Can we get Speedle fans in the chat?
Tactiquila. Any Speedle fans?
Tactiquila? Yeah.
Any
okay.
Speedlers?
Many Speedlers.
Okay.
Tactiquila we've seen a decent bit of here.
You did?
Yeah, I commentated their set earlier.
Oh, I wasn't here. I was halfway across Seattle doing.
Oh, no worries.
We're
going to see some interesting comps here, though, on Hagglefish Market Tower Control because this is a very well-known splatling map, I'd say. And from Tactiquila, at the very least, we've seen two of them. I'm not sure what Digital Squids is going to be running, but we'll have to see.
I'm quite interested. I think we're going to see a Dynamo because I know they run Dynamo. I'm pretty sure. I commented them. That was one of the first things they did when I got here. The matching splash tags. Oh, my goodness.
We love to see it.
Absolutely.
Very cute splash
Nautilus!
tag. Oh, they dropped the double splatling for Penn.
Double
and we
roller.
get double roller. Okay.
This is gorgeous. I love this.
Huge flanks coming out immediately, I'm sure.
I will say one thing before we start. Player on that sploosh commentated them last time.
Very scary.
Very scary.
Very scary.
Commented with him earlier, actually, I'd say. I did. I don't know why.
Very cool and very scary. We have two opening left immediately out of Digital Squids, so, I mean, they're defending pretty well with the pen, though, so we'll have to see. Very stally opening.
Dynamo trying to find the pick on that Knot. Does not get it because Knot is a hit scan weapon. I think the only one in the game, if I'm correct.
Many are saying this.
Many
Many are saying this.
Many are saying this. We have two on tower.
Huge.
The Digital Squids does find themselves an advantage here. They have the bubble on tower. Shisa pops that cooler, but it's a good cooler, but, you know, there's already bubble on tower and there's a Dynamo under you. What can you really do here as they get forced back?
Very difficult situation for TNT for sure. We see that the cooler comes out on both sides, but with the double bubble coming out for Digital Squids, there is very little that Penn can do here.
Absolutely. And they're already back on tower again, and that Dynamo in that top right is... Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, holy trade.
My commentary brain isn't on right now. Hold on.
Many hits happen.
I'm doing it. I'm going to figure it out. Okay.
You got this, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Anyways. All right, so Blue finds pick under that roller. This is going to be the start of a push for Tactiquila?
Tactiquila, yeah.
Tina and Tactiquila. They're pushing Magic Storm all the way back into their base. The Dapple dies in the jump, and this is not a really good push for Tactiquila. They have that cooler, they have that wave breaker, they have that Ink Storm. They don't have a hammer, but they don't really need it. They can kind of just clear top right with the Nautilus and the Ink Storm if they want to pop it there, which they don't, but it's okay.
Absolutely. Just to add, they also have the Range Blaster, who does go down, though. Holy, we see an immediate stagger here, potentially, with a lot of specials coming out, ready for Digital Squids to push right back in, and they pop the bubble early, but I don't know that that's going to matter.
Oh.
Unless their roller goes down.
That was really good vision there by what the name what's the name stream please.
Moving on, Mini is alone on tower, and they are getting absolutely jumped by that Knot. Huge jump-ins. The Dynamo gets a rollover,
I think Dynamo got
Digital Squids might still be in this.
Absolutely.
The pencil drops right out of TNT and has to immediately jump out because that is a very scary position to be in. But Sploosh is just getting destroyed right now with that Dynamo on the field.
So the Dynamo goes down to the curling bomb. Probably got stuck in that. We see a Dapple and a Knot fight on the top right. The Knot does come out victorious. Now it's just Magic Storm alive. They get a jump in, but it's not enough. And Digital Squid's getting all the way down to 22. And this, okay, I will say, this map is really hard to push on. Especially if somebody's sitting on the top right, and in the case of Tactiquila, they don't have much to move people. I mean, they have an Ink Storm, and a hammer, sure, but it's going to be hard to clear that top right, and they're going to need to clear that top right if they want to like get that push going.
It's very hard for them to move, but what I think speaks more is that also it's very easy for them to stay. I mean, to push into the knot and the pencil sitting on that top right and get to 22 is a massive push out of Digital Squids and could be a bad sign for Tactiquila going into this next push.
Absolutely. This player goes with that hammer, dies to the Dynamo. That new buff certainly showing itself here. We've seen a lot of Dynamos today. I just want to say that web weapon is stupid good now.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like we're just getting a lot of trading in mid at the moment, and I'm not sure that Digital Squids is going to be able to push into this. The pencil, they're very scared of it. The Dynamo keeps trying to get a pick, but it goes down to player. They are now 2 down, both rollers off the field. All they have is a bubble to defend, and the bubble trades.
And that is a wipeout. And now, team name Tactiquila has a chance here. They do find the pick onto the roller. Dynamo goes down as well. If they can do this top right, they have a really good chance of getting this getting a really solid push here. The mini will sit up there, drops under tower. They do die. It's just you gotta have reinforcements up on the top right, and they're kind of just getting pushed back. They only have 2 people up there, and it's the only 2 alive. And Tactiquila's in a super good spot to take this lead back.
Digital Squids is doing a really, they're trying so hard to keep that top right, but Tactiquila is just cycling their specials perfectly. The Dynamo really tries, but they only are able to trade as the Sploosh rushes them, and that's lead swap for Tactiquila with 2 down still on Digital Squids, so this may be game over right here.
Sorry, I got a strange look from all my hats, my Coachella hats. But Tactiquila, they're taking that game. I mean, they kind of just You don't necessarily need to get the top right if you just farm kills in the other team. That's kind of what they did. I mean, Digital Squids there had that for almost the entire game, but then they just kind of ran in and died over and over again at the end. And Tactiquila took advantage of that, and it wasn't an easy push by any means, sure, but it makes it a lot easier when you're constantly killing people.
It was definitely a difficult situation for Digital Squids because despite not having the top right for themselves, Tactiquila has the tools to prevent Digital Squids from taking it for them either. You know, you see that range, you see that knot, and the pencil on tower too. All 3 are watching that right, so they were forced to drop into their court, and there the Sploosh just managed to farm kills, I think, for the rest of the game.
Absolutely, yeah. And as you go into this game too, it is Scorch Rainmaker. I will say, I think this is a fantastic map for a player on the Sploosh.
It'll definitely be interesting to see. Oh, is this a 5th hat?
Am I getting a 5th hat?
Are you getting a fit? Is it going to fit?
We'll see.
I think the price of your hat just like doubled.
Really?
Every hat doubles it. It's exponential curve, yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh, look at that.
How is that?
Can you even see the second beanie? Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
okay.
you can.
Okay. Huh.
My head is not stable enough.
You got it.
You know what?
You've held it this long.
If I keep my head perfectly still, I think it'll work.
I feel like if you wiggle around a little, it'll be fine. Yeah, see, you're fine.
Oh, here we go.
That kind of covers the beanies, but we'll take it.
It's okay. It works.
So,
hey, it works. It works.
For viewers who are just listening, we now have, is this 6 hats?
I think 6, yes.
6 hats. Osa is very distressed over this, but it's fine.
I'm okay. I'm doing great. My head definitely feels heavier, but
Blink
it's
twice.
okay. Anyways, Scorch Rainmaker, SeaBATTLE, Royale.
Like you were saying, though, I agree with you, though, that this is a very, very strong position for players Sploosh to be because we're going to see a lot of hammer action, most likely, if they stay on it. Which they do. Same comp coming out from Tactiquila, and by the looks of things,
Frozen Fro-Pro. I love that weapon.
What did they have last time instead of Fro-Pro?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was they had a mini. They had
yeah, they did have a mini.
Yeah, so we're seeing missiles coming out more this time. Definitely more of an aggro take on their comp. They still have the single bubble from Kraken, but the missiles are going to be a lot better of a push tool here in Rainmaker, trying to break that stalemate.
Absolutely, and Team Man already getting hit for half of that Rainmaker. I can't think.
Oh,
it's a full wipe already.
Like we were saying about that hammer.
Yeah, that hammer. That hammer. Player with that hammer is so good. Like I said, I think it's going to be really big factor in this game.
Extremely skilled player mechanically when it comes to that Sploosh. We're going to see a lot of value, and they have to play a little careful around this Dynamo, but like we're seeing, they can kind of just run in, and the rain is just running and running all the way to 11, straight through the entire enemy team, leading into a stagger potentially.
And it's a 2v4 now, but the Dynamo gets really good pick onto Bluey. And that might stop their push. Now, Digital Squids needs to formulate a push together. If you want to move a pencil and a knot, you need to move together. It's so hard to move these people. And you can see Bluey up there on that snipe, just killing pretty much everybody. And Kraken dies with the Rainmaker. And this is the strength of what was it? Tactiquila's comp. you can't push it very well. It's so hard to push. And when your only thing to move backlines is missiles, it makes it so much harder.
It's definitely a very, very rough situation for Digital Squids. I think we may see them drop Rainmaker off the map here because, honestly, having it in that top left, like we were seeing, is so easy for Tactiquila to get those kills with that range and that sploosh. I think player might be able to just sit up here. They try and go up the ramp, but I don't even know that they need to because they can stall for time. They can stall for days.
Absolutely.
Waiting for a Rainmaker reset.
Gorm here. Gorm does not want that to happen. Gorm here getting 2, getting almost 3. Gorm really did stop that push there, I will say. Oh, wait, I think is player running up in their base. I think player's back in their base again.
Are they?
I'm
even having trouble keeping track of player.
I think he was.
We do see the Rainmaker finally reset, though, so Digital Squids might have a chance to get a foothold back in mid. The Pen and the Knot are back, so we'll see if they can do anything with this opportunity.
Absolutely, and this range blaster as well. I just want to call attention to this range blaster. So good at getting those long range picks. Like the pencil will not hit you like once or twice, and that range blaster just finishes it off. It's so good at that. RB is one of those weapons you don't really see it picked anymore. I still think it's good. I really do. And now Digital Squids has a bubble up on that checkpoint, but they can't get there fast enough. The bubble does break. They do get that check. But they don't get the check. Wait.
They just barely get taken down. I think there's a wombo combo there of the range, the sploosh, and the Pen all watching it. And I don't know if you saw this, but Digital Squids just went 3 down, too, for a split second there. So they may even lose mid here if team named Tactiquila is able to push up fast enough.
Absolutely. And Gorm here just trying. Gorm desperately trying to hold his position. Dies to the Rainmaker, though. And it is not looking good for Digital Squids. I mean, yeah, Rainmaker is one of those modes where the game can end like instantly. Anybody can get a push at any time, but Tactiquila has been kind of in the dominant position this entire game, and we see that as he get a full wipe, and now team name Tactiquila pushing up already again, and player in the base finds the pick onto Gorm, and that Dynamo is dead now. It's only 2 front lines left to try to hold Tactiquila back.
And we just see that range again getting so much value. Watching that top right, we saw Tactiquila get a beautiful line of ink straight to the check, and they barely hold it down, but I don't know that they're going to be able to keep it up because range gets another. Dynamo goes down, and that is by far Digital Squid's best tool to secure this. We see it push to 6, and they're still 2 up with a rain. This push could continue.
Absolutely, player. They're getting a couple extra points. I'm not sure if that'll be the deciding factor, but still, it slows down Digital Squids even more. And now Magic Storm stuck in the top right in the Rainmaker free zone. That timer ticking down not ever so slowly, whatever. That timer ticking down, and they only have 18 ticks left in their timer. They're gonna have to get away from their teammates because they might explode unless they die to something soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Digital Squids managed to take down that range for just a split second, but I don't think it matters because the hammer comes out and gives them all the time in the world to respawn. Digital Squids is 2 down, and Tactiquila has the cooler up. We have 40 seconds left. Digital Squids is 3 down. This might be game.
Absolutely. You know, Tactiquila doesn't really need to push it anymore. You know, you see players sitting on the check. They can just get on that sniper and sit there. They don't have... Digital Squids doesn't have a backline. They have a Dynamo, sure, but they have nothing to move them out. They have nothing to move them besides missiles. I mean, the roller does push up and gets 2, but at what point, you know, as Digital Squids, you say, hey, we need to move now. We need to get people up in front. We need to go. I don't know if a double picking up the Rainmaker is the best idea even then, because it's like you need that double, you need that slider, you need the aggression, and without it, they only have a pro and a roller, and 3 go down, and that's a full wipe.
It. That's game. There is no way for Digital Squids to get that back.
Absolutely. That was something. Wow.
We come out of Scorch Rain with 2 up for Tactiquila. They only need to take 1 more game to win Silver Finals.
Where's the map list? I can't move my head.
The map list is Gerald Henry.
Put it in front of me.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Clan Blitz, Inkblot. What do you think?
Clan Blitz, Inkblot, I think this is another case of a really, really strong map for that sploosh. And we saw, like we were saying, so much value come out of that hammer. You know, I think the Range Blaster may actually come out again because although it's a bit less of a common pick, I believe, for Tactiquila, I mean, you saw what it was doing to them in Scorch Spawn, and there is a lot of terrain, especially in the bats there behind Inkblot.
Yeah.
It could be an absolute menace.
Yeah, that triple chip damage is so good, especially against a comp that doesn't have like I mean, Dynamo is kind of a backline, not really, but against a comp that doesn't have a true backline, it's so easy to just push in, ship people for 60, you know, 70. I didn't say that. Anyways, it's so easy to just push in, get that chip damage, and finish people off so easily because it's like, what do? You don't have anything that's gonna ward them off. You have a Dynamo, sure, but even Dynamo has its limits.
Yeah, I think that there may be a bit of an odd game plan here coming out of the sides of Digital Squids, because I think they may actually be trying to use the Frozen Pro as more of a pseudo backline. I've done it myself on my own team before, and it's definitely a difficult strategy to pull off. They're probably trying to use the Dynamo for more area control to try and corral them into that Fro Pro range, but I don't think it's working when you have both the Pen and the Nautilus. That is very unfortunate matchups for them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like saying it's a comp issue, because even earlier I said that any comp in this game can work if you have enough coordination, but that comp, it kind of a struggle. I mean, the double roller is cool, yeah, but then when you have a Dapple and a Pro on top of it, you have very limited paint, you have very limited aggression, you don't have stuff that can move the backlines. I mean, you have the roller and the Dapple, but those things need paint, especially roller, and if your only paint is a Dynamo and they're playing more aggro, it's like you're kind of at a loss, because you need one or the other most of the time, right?
Absolutely. I think, unfortunately, for Digital Squids, the most value we've seen out of that secondary splat roller is on Haggle when it was riding the tower, and I don't think that's really the play they need it to be making, because realistically, that weapon slot is so valuable to them. Like you were saying, they don't have a backline, they don't have enough paint, and so to have the roller, it's a great pick if they are under perfectly ideal circumstances, but I think that, unfortunately, Tactiquila may perfectly counter them, and we'll just have to see in this last game, potentially.
Absolutely. Inkblot Clams, whoa, we see a crazy comp change. Okay, guys.
Like you were saying about the backline, look at that.
All right. There is an Explo. There's a Simi again.
There's a Swiffer.
There's a Glamorous Spotter Shot. That is something. That is a weapon in Splatoon 3.
That's a comp.
That is one of the comps of all time. I will say that.
Like I was saying, though, I mean, that Range Blaster is going to be coming out again on the side of Team Name Tactiquila, because in this map specifically, potentially even more so than the last, it gets a lot of value, but it doesn't even matter if Splattershot gets an opening quad within 30 seconds.
Absolutely. Player on that shot, so good. And it's just, if you're on a stack against shot, what do you really do? If you're like under them, they just jump off and they kill you. The Explode chipping, everybody gets 2!
Ooh.
And now the Range Blaster's the only one up. They do get that pick, and now Tactiquila already getting it to 44 that quick is crazy.
Absolutely absurd. Luckily, they are able to take out the Range Blaster with Digital Squids' Dynamo coming back from spawn, but we'll see if that's enough. They need to get that Squiffer off of stack, and that range is already pushing again.
Absolutely, and I do want to say, I want to talk about Tactiquila's comp a little bit. It's unorthodox, yeah, it is, but you have the bubble, you have the Kraken to get in, you have the cooler, you have pretty much what you need, and it's like, yeah, it's like, what's the word?
Unusual?
Yeah, it's an unusual comp, sure, but it works. I like the Explo pick from Digital Squids, but you got to have the Dynamo go more aggro if you want that Explo pick to work, and they are going more aggro, but their pushes are so hard because you have 2 slow weapons like that. The only aggression you really have is the dabbles.
Absolutely, and that's kind of what you just saw there, because I mean, we see their 2 front lines rushing in. The Mini and the Dapple really want to get set up, but the Dynamo and the Expo didn't even get onto their ramp. They really tried to give enough covering fire, but it wasn't enough, so only the initial power went in. And now we're just in stalemate again. Specials up on both sides, and Digital Squids is 1 down again.
Yeah, and she's just holding this plat for Tactiquila really, really well. Pretty close to that cooler, I'd say. And this, we'll see. This could be the start of a push for Tactiquila. If they want to push, they don't have to. But they're really close to every single special. This Expo going down, and now they do have a pity. If they want to keep scoring, they do have a pity. They do have 6 clams up right now. The RB does go down, so that, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to commentate clams, I will say.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a challenge. I mean, it's hard to see what's going on because we are in Trade City, but the Kraken comes out, manages to get 1, I believe. They have to back out, but the bubble is up, and this may be the start of yet another Tactiquila push. I don't think they have the clam economy to keep this going, though.
They don't have 0 clams on the map. The only clams they have is that pity. And that, you know what? I like the, unfortunate. The Wavebreaker gets 1. You know, I like the idea there. I like the Kraken going in. I like the bubble, but they didn't have the clams. I guess they might have before, but then their 2 players died, and yeah, they came back fast, but they couldn't get their clams back.
It's unfortunate, and as soon as they get the clams, we see that Squiffer try and go in, and they go down. The range goes down, and another goes down. It is just at it. Cooler comes out on the side of Digital Squids, also on Tactiquila, so we're going to see a pretty even stalemate here. But the rain comes out, and Digital Squids really, really, really wants this push.
Absolutely. They need to get a Squiffer out of top right immediately. If that guy sits there, then it's just, you can't move forward. And 2 go down to the side of Tactiquila, though. Wait, I may be mistaken. I don't know here.
Digital Squids, like I said, they want this. They do not want this to be their last game, and so they are fighting like hell. You see the slider here queued up. We may see a slider and the bubble. The bubble goes down, though, so they are rapidly losing their chance to push here.
The Squiffer does fall off, but now they're in perfect range to hit that explode, to hit that other guy. They do miss. The bubble comes out, but the bubble's already gone. And Digital Squids needs to push soon. They have the clams. The Zimmy does go down, and they pop that cooler. It's just, how do you have to move the backlines? You have to get that Squiffer out of there, but it's so hard.
They're really trying to push here, but you see that Tactiquila is not going down without a fight. They go 2 down, but that Kraken may come out soon. They have the range and bats. This is a very, very difficult situation for Digital Squids to push into, and they have a large score gap to close.
Absolutely not. There's only it's only 20 points. They do have a pity, I think. They still have the clams. They
have enough, and the bubble comes out.
And wait a minute, hold on. This could be a lead change here for Digital Squids. They have the bubble. Expo has 7 clams, and that is a lead change.
That is a lead change, but it comes at a very hefty cost of an effective wipe. Only the Dapple is up, and I think that we're going to see them go down soon or just have to stay in mid. 2 down are on the side of Tactiquila, but they still have 30 seconds to formulate a push and a pity.
Absolutely, and as you can see, Tactiquila has two power clams. That ends the game instantly. Player does go down to the Expo hitting that crazy 90, and now, yeah, Tactiquila does have that cooler, but they're kind of getting backed up here. Unless player goes for a crazy flank, I don't know how well they're gonna be able to get through this without specials.
Digital Squids comp may be unorthodox and a bit awkward into Tactiquila especially, but one huge benefit of
there's a flank!
Oh, like you said, the player flank, and that is lead. Wow, we didn't even see that coming.
That is game. That is game and set.
Game, set, and match. 3-0 Tactiquila Digital Squids. We have our silver bracket champions.
You know, I think I spoke it into existence. I said, hey, player flanks and they win, and guess what happened?
Commentator's blessing, perchance?
Commentator's blessing.
It's the hats.
The curse is no more. It's the hats.
It's the hats, yeah. You managed to keep 6 hats on the entire time. Kudos.
I appreciate it.
I think we found the real winner here.
And the headphones, too.
And the headphones, true. Does that count as...
I mean, kind of, maybe.
6.5 hats?
6.5.
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
However, Tactiquila, wow, that was good. That was a really strong shot.
Incredible match. I mean, we almost saw them slipping on the defense there, but players' final flank, the double jump in with pity, absolutely massive. They still had games that they could have won, but they didn't want to let that go at all to Digital Squids.
Absolutely. Like I said before, player on that sploosh, on that shot in Game 3, so good. That was crazy. Especially in that Game 2 on Scorch Rainmaker, that was like the true, real showing of Sploosh's power on that mode. That was ridiculous. I'm glazing too hard, but that was really good.
No, I think it's fine to glaze because we have our silver bracket champions, and I think next up we're going to see Top Cut Semis up first. We might actually be fighting each other next on this stream.
Okay.
So
Bucket
viewers, stay tuned. Before we hop out, Osa, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky, and on stream next. Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky, and on stream, Osa Samosas, OSASAMOSAS. Shortened to Osa. Where can we find you, Static?
You can find me pretty much mostly only on Blue Sky, occasionally on Twitch at Code Static. And, well, good commentating with you. I will now fight you next.
Thank you.
Viewers, stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye.